We started the week off by getting this girl up and running. She started actually not too bad for what we thought she was going to do, and tested her out. Everything works, lift, PTO, all the clutches, brakes. It's great. So she's up for sale, and hopefully we find the right buyer, but until then she can sit in my collection, and I'll have a rather large Nuffield 465 connection for the next week or two. Right then, first Nuffield is now into the shed. I put a battery in it and tried to give it a go, but the solenoid decided it was going to go on fire on me. So I've pulled the solenoid out now, and we'll have a little nosy, see if we can pull the contactor here in with a hook and see if she'll fire up for us. I'm fairly hopeful for this one. It should just hopefully go, but we'll see how we're doing. Right then, let's see if we can bring this thing to life. Who'd have thought? We finally got back to plough the hill ground. I had to take the 390 up to pull me through, but it was working until we broke the plough. So I had to bring the plough home and the tractor home out of the field, and that was the end of that day. I don't care if you think it's a rash decision, folks, but I'm putting 2 tractors in to get this field ploughed, because the weather's not getting any better. This field ain't going to get any easier to plough, and the crops just have to go in. So if it takes 2 tractors to pull one measly 3/4 plough through a field, that's the way it's going to have to be. Well, that might be a bit of a problem. Time to get the welder out. Now, of course, then there's these guys. They've brought a whole new routine and new aspect to the farm. Happily drinking away at their milk. It's good to have them about. Make life interesting for a change, or something like that. Settle down, yours is coming. Once I got the plough fixed, I decided I'm not going back to the hill ground until I get a bit more nice ground ploughed to make me in a better mood. So I went and ploughed all the good ground that we have. Well, good ground, better ground, nice to plough ground that didn't take 2 tractors. Brought the tractor back, it's all finished, so hopefully next week we'll get back to the hill, get it finished, and that'll be all the ploughing done. Fingers crossed. We then brought this old girl up to the shed with the hope that we might get it running, but we found a couple of things that's put a slight hole in that idea. We'll have to do a little bit of tweaking before we can even give it a go. Anyway, at least it's not a complete lost cause. The Scottish Nuffield and the one that I'm keeping is now up into the shed to see if we can get it running. So we were through it before, what it was missing and what it needed, and we now have a spare set of fuel filters, some new filters. We'll get those in and get a new pipe on here, put the battery in, and hopefully magic will happen. We'll find out soon, I guess. Something just doesn't look right about that oil filter. And I'm guessing the reason that is so black and crusty has something to do with why the oil inside it's been diluted out so much. Someone might have been halfway through flushing it before they abandoned it. Sucked in and everything. Not a good sign. But we'll see how we go. We'll start it up and see if we get oil pressure. Yummy. It's not looking so promising for the Aberdeen Nuffield. That's not so good. Good job we didn't try and start it anyway. I don't know what luck was on our side that told us to look under the rocker cover of this one, but something was there telling us. So I'll see what we have to do to figure this one out now. Then we finished the week off by going and shooting some YouTube content with Alastair Doherty from Bobby Doherty Agri Contracting. We had a chat in the cab, you know, as you do. And that'll be coming up on YouTube sometime in the next week or so.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, I don't know the end of conversations I've been having with myself.
Oh, that's why. What do you reckon? You keep turning the tap on and you won't shut it off for me?
What I reckon is whatever plans anybody had in January, February this year, they have to be adjusted for this thing, because it's just going to be, listen, it's going to turn the weather, it's going to turn the storm after this thing, really making something, you know, but the problem is it's going to come with a bang, and it's just going to be a whole different system, and it's...
What do you reckon? We're going to go the opposite way now? Or do you think we're just going to...
I would say every time that those turn now, it'll be straight into high teens, and the temperature's straight away, like, you know, 18, 19 degrees, very, very quick. And there's going to be grass everywhere, because we're not getting grass used, but, you know, it's going to end up... What could we be on stage? A couple of weeks.
So that's a very much wet and windy week over on the farm. Another wet and windy one over. And if you're watching the videos on the channel and you haven't subscribed, you know the routine. Give me a subscribe, follow along. There's no point in watching the videos and not subscribing. It all adds to the fun. The more of us there is, the more fun we have. I'll see you next week.